Welcome to News You Can Use, Grace United Church, Burlington. My name is Susan, and I'm the chair of the Communications Committee, as well as a member of the Re-Entry Committee. Today, we will be featuring a message from the chair of our board regarding the policies and procedure changes to Grace United Church. Following this message, there will be a short video letting you see the changes that have actually happened in our building. Steve and Nancy are thrilled to announce the arrival of their first grandchild. Zoe Ann arrived safe and sound on July 24th, weighing 7 pounds 9 ounces. Parents Chris and Lindsay are over the moon, as are the grandparents. Congratulations, everyone.
Hi, I'm Dale Martin, co-chair of the board for Grace United Church. Heather McGavin, my co-chair, and I would like to provide an update on what you can expect when you visit Grace United Church. A more detailed version of this message will be available on our website, and copies will be mailed out to members who don't have access online. First of all, we thank our volunteers who've worked tirelessly to keep our spiritual and community business of Grace up and running during the last number of months. Secondly, we thank Reverend Helen Pryor and our music director, Michael Maroney, for their initiative and creativity in bringing us worship services in a new and vibrant fashion. And we thank Rhonda Robertson and Juan Aravello for making sure that the logistical side of Grace has continued to operate. And finally, we thank you, our congregation, for your continued patience and support of Grace. Members of the congregation recently had an opportunity to complete a survey about re-entry into the building. Thank you for taking that time. The results of that survey will be shared with the congregation soon, but in essence, the majority of you told us that for the time being at least, you're not ready to begin entering the building for live activities. At the same time, however, a small number of people did indicate that you would be willing to begin cautiously attending some activities within the building. We recognize that more questions on how things will unfold at Grace will present themselves in the next few months. During this time of transition, we're asking for everyone's patience and caution as they begin to re-enter the building. So, what does Grace look like now? Well, first and foremost, we strongly encourage you to visit our website at graceunitedchurchburlington.com, where you'll find all of the important information that you need to read before visiting Grace. This includes new terms of use agreements for internal groups and committees at Grace, as well as safety protocols for renters, community groups, and individual visitors. If you're a renter or a potential renter, you'll also find our revised rental agreements that outline in detail your and Grace's responsibilities moving forward. For the time being, the building will continue to be locked. Therefore, if you do enter the building, you will most likely be doing so as part of a small congregation or volunteer group, or participating in one of the activities that are slowly starting up again. Before you enter the building, you'll notice signage at the doors, and this signage is similar to what you've become familiar with at other public places, which state basic precautions, including the obvious one, don't come in if you don't feel well. When you enter the building, you'll need to wear a mask at all times, sanitize your hands at the sanitation station inside the door, sign in and out at the entry log, and of course maintain the appropriate distance from other people. You'll notice that even if Rhonda or Reverend Helen are in their offices, the outer office will be closed and locked. If you have business with Rhonda or Helen, please contact them by phone or email. There's a mailbox on the outer office window, so you can put anything in there that needs to get into the office. You'll also notice that certain areas of the building are either closed off or access restricted, including the Nelson Room and the basement, which are not to be accessed at this time. You'll also notice that washrooms are limited to one person at a time. At certain times of the day, areas of the building will be in use by some of our long-term renters and will be off limits to anyone else. Please refer to the new calendar on the church website, as it will indicate when these spaces are in use. If you're a member of a Grace group or committee that decides to begin meeting in the building, your group will need to follow the procedures outlined on the website. These procedures include completion of a terms of use agreement and a safety plan detailing who will be using the space. You'll also need to book a room and time with the office. All of these documents are available on the website. Our future success will be very much impacted by how we take safe steps as we slowly begin to re-enter the building. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact either Heather or myself. Following this message, we've got a short video of what to expect when you visit Grace. Please take a moment to review it now. Thank you.
Welcome to outside of Grace United Church. I'm sure you've all noticed our brand new electronic sign. Don't worry about the logo on the top. We just chose a very generic one at first. But after our visioning, we'll determine and create a new logo that will adorn our new sign. The other changes that have happened outside are our great gardens. Thank you to everybody who's worked so hard over the last few months trying to refurbish and renew them. Now let's move inside and see the changes that have happened there. Before we head inside of Grace, remember the rules. If you're feeling sick, please stay at home. And remember, to enter the building, you've got to wear your mask. So let's put on our mask and head into the building. Once you enter the building, the very first thing you're going to have to do is sign in. So fill out your name, number, contact information, and the time you've entered. Then throw your pen in the used pile. But don't forget, you've got to sanitize your hands. Now you're able to enter the building. So let's go and show you the narthex and the sanctuary. Follow me. The chairs in the narthex have been set up to maintain 6-foot distancing. There are only 8 chairs set up in the configuration that there are right now. That would be your small group meeting. Now let's head into the sanctuary so you can see what that looks like. As you can see, the chairs are preset. Some in twos, some in singles. Right now that holds 37 people. If we set up as single only, there are only 21. So there have been lots of changes over the last few months here at Grace, but they're all for our safety. Hope this gave you some information so you know what to expect when you do come back into the building. Thanks very much.